What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a new video. It has been a while. I have a channel update video. It'll be the link in the description, or it'll be a part of the rotation and of the end videos. But yeah, we are going to be reacting to Silksong, the soundtrack. The game has been getting a lot of buzz on social media, but not only that, it's a game overall that I have been wanting to check out, if you will. Then, so without further ado, let's break down this song. Okay, so there's for like 2 minutes, and I think it was like 2 minutes and six. It's quite a short track. So for quite a short track, we have a lot going on. Let's just start with the beginning, okay? Let's go and break down the beginning here. So we instantly have a little like staccato violin, a normal uh, kind of long sustain, then if you will, of a violin coming in. So there's kind of like 2 or 3 layers of instrumentation going in on the beginning, but just building up that kind of fantasy, this kind of fast pace moment. Then like we're already in the action. Like we kind of use that to build up this action. Then there's a bass underlining, so there's 3 instrumentations, but there's a bass, and the bass is kind of following along with the kind of staccato, quick plucking, the very short sustain, like kind of notation that's going on here. But it's standing out in the mix. It's standing out. So you got the then you have the violin, obviously, but then you have the the long sustain. Then it's but it's kind of standing out on its own here. So that there, I love that drum rolling, if you will, this transition. It's a classic. It's a drum roll, but it's almost more bassy. It's building up that kind of that bass, that growl. Let's listen to it again. So you get the bass, but then there's a drum roll. So they're just hitting the kind of the really, it's getting the really muddy version of the kick, and then it goes off. we get the horns, we get all the instruments, and here I would say this is where the motif begins to shine. Like, it's just the kind of vocalization of these instruments are very, very good. You get the like of the vocals, and then it's like the higher octaves of these instruments, where the trumpets kind of just amplify, sorry, that aggressiveness. So this violin that's playing, this is where the motif is. This is where the nut and so every time there's a transition, there's a drum roll. However, it is kind of getting louder in the tonality. So we have the beginning, the huge drum roll. We get this epicness, this cinematicness. Then we get another short drum roll. Then it goes higher and higher. Very, very cool. So that's an interesting transition there. We got a transition, drum roll, but it's bigger, it's epicer. However, while we get that, right, we get this, kind of goes into more fantasy world. We get little kind of happy sounds, vocals, little twinkles, like it's a fairy tale being told right now. More acoustic plucking, blung, 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 blung. Vocals, like we're in a magical world right now. It's dreamy, it's fairy tale-y, it's really good. Yeah, so that's a stinger, right? It goes in. It'll go in now um, into the next track because obviously I'm listening to the album. So obviously this is number one on the album. It's called Enter the Falloom. So you're entering a place, right? So the track I feel underlines that, that brief then, of entering a Falloom, a distant world or a world, fantasy world, who knows? But we're entering that, and I feel like this does really really do that. Um, Overall, I liked as well how towards the end there was just like a little short kick, just amplifying the transition. So we have the instrumentation, the motif, then it's boom, boom, then it goes into the transition of this do 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 do. So this like that type of pattern tends to be used a lot in trailers. Dun, 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 as marketing as big and epicness as trailers are supposed to be. So it's really cool that they used as a stinger or a cliffhanger towards the end. But ladies and gentlemen, that has been my reaction of Enter the Falloom Hollow Knight Silksong. Let me know in the comments down below if you would like any more reactions. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you share. And until my next video, bye bye.